How's it going, Taste Buds? Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. I'm your host, Evan.
And I'm your host, Gabe.
This is, of course, a podcast where we acquire and review the latest and greatest snacks.
So that you know what to try and what not to buy.
And the name of this podcast is the Super Tasters Podcast. It's a snack podcast. We got a lot of snacks for you here today. And I just wanted to say happy 4th of July to all who celebrate. You know, God has certainly blessed America. So happy and proud to be born in the greatest country on earth. That's crazy. Just what a coincidence. The greatest country on earth just happens to be the one that I was born in. That's pretty lucky for me, I guess. Yeah, what a great country.
I personally love this country because I'm a billionaire. So
yeah, I love this country too because
we're old money. So it's taking good care of us.
So a reason will come to me. I love this country because, well, I guess we have pizza at the end of the day. We've got a lot of snacks that we're going to be going through today. First, I wanted to say a quick shout out to our patrons over on patreon.com/supertasterspodcast, which is only $5 a month if you want to support us and get access to behind the scenes content as well as content early. It's only $5 a month. Thank you so much to our supporters and listeners. Thank you to KG Ma, Tape Master, Les Britt, Clearly Awesome. Thank you to The Pickler. Thank you to Yarbs, Lisa, Rose, Unicycler, and thank you to Dillium, Pickle Spirit. Thank you so much.
Thank
you guys
you, one and all,
for supporting, watching, listening. Greatest podcast on earth in the greatest country on earth, coming at you live from the US of A, baby.
That's right. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July.
Fireworks
coming through the window. Oh! Kills us.
Birds our yard down.
Yeah, 3rd-degree burns. Down. No health care. Can't afford to get the burns healed. Okay, so we have Goldfish, the new Awesomesauce Goldfish. We've got these new Cheez-It Snapped Extra Crunchy Margarita flavor. We've got some Pocky, some Japanese Pocky. This is blueberry flavor. Really excited to try those. The new, I don't think they're glow in the dark. They are Sour Patch Kids Glow Ups. They have maybe it is glow in the dark. What is it? It's like UV.
It glows in
black light. Yeah. So they've got little pieces inside them, little microplastics that make them glow. And then when you eat the little Sour Patch Kids, then they glow in your tummy. You put the black light up to your tummy and it glows.
And we don't have a black light, so we're just gonna have to take their word for it.
Yeah, I do actually have a black light. Should we get one? Well, maybe we'll get one when we get to these. We've got the Flips Pretzels, the new fried chocolatey sandwich cookie flavor. I'm very happy and very excited about those. Flitz has been pretty big hit on the podcast. We've got the Mountain Dew Mango Rush from Little Caesars exclusive. This is the Mango Sweet Heat flavor. So this sold out pretty quickly when they released it. And I think this actually happened when we were over on our trip. So we weren't able to get them. So I did buy them on eBay. $10 for this can here. That's where your Patreon money is going to go to, folks. You want to support a Super Tasters podcast. Patreon.com/SuperTastersPodcast. What do we have over there?
Over here we have some gummies. We have the nice brand Gummy Peach peelable candy, friend of the podcast there.
Amos. Technically, yeah. The brand was collected by Amos, so we got them from Walgreens.
The other Amos product we have here, the 40 fruit gummies. They are the Strawberry Burst.
A lot of sweets today.
That looks pretty. They're 3D shaped, fruit filled. I also last night picked up the new Ruffles Spicy Dill Pickle. Limited time.
God bless America. I'm very excited to try those. America's blessed by God, Jesus, his favorite country.
It's also people. We have it in the sorry, you were
I don't know,
railroaded right over your bit.
Ice, get him! Oh, get him out of here!
It is a hot day. I could use some ice.
All right, let's take it easy.
We don't have our Ben & Jerry's right here, but we have the Ben & Jerry's
Flan. The
Fudgy,
new Ben & Jerry's
flaky.
Fudgy, flaky, flubbery flan flavor. So we're going to start out while it's cool, while it's crisp. Start with something sweet. And then, this whole episode is going to be sugar, but we're starting off with the Mountain Dew Mango Rush. Mango Sweet Heat, baby. Little Caesars exclusive. We got the tall boy can, so you know it's going to be good. Okay.
Hard crack.
Hard crack?
Hard crack.
Okay. What does that mean? Just open it fast?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay.
There you go.
Ooh, child, things are going to get easier. Caesar? Why did they make him so little? You know,
Like, is the Little Caesar so little?
is it enough? Is it not enough that he had to get betrayed and stabbed, and now look at him? He's just a tiny guy selling pizzas.
Yep.
Hasn't he been through enough?
Have you seen that little fan animation of the Little Caesar Ides of March, where it's Little Caesar and
No
then
way.
they all just like come up and they're like pizza, 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 pizza.
You're joking. Is that real?
No, yeah.
That's awesome. No, I gotta watch that. That sounds hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip. I'm going right in.
It is a big can. Wow.
Okay.
I'm a little congested because of allergies, as you can probably tell.
Yeah,
but
no
this
worries.
smells like a cocktail to me.
Congested, and it was only $10 for the can, so not gonna be able to taste a single drop of it, but all good. $10 plus shipping.
Oh wow. It tastes like a cocktail. It tastes like there's tequila in there. There's something.
It tastes to me it reminds me a little bit of the Mountain Dew Livewire, a little bit of the new Mountain Dew Baja Cabo Citrus, which I think is I think they're probably equivalent. It's got a good mango flavor. It does say sweet heat, and there's fire all over the can. You do get a little bit of a tingle on the tongue, kind of reminiscent of the Mountain Dew, the Flaming Hot Mountain Dew. If you guys remember that, we reviewed that on podcast.
Not quite as rancid. This feels purposeful. This feels like it's tasting more like a soda now that I've had a couple of drinks. The first drink, like I said, I was like, this is almost like a mocktail or something. But
yeah, I mean, it's very sweet. And it's interesting you say cocktail. I do feel like this would make like a good mixer or something. I mean, the mango flavor is great. It's a lot of sugar, but the little bit, like the little tinge of heat is, it's scintillating, right? Tantalizing? Titillating. Why do we have so many words that are like scintillating, titillating, tantalizing? They're all kind of the same thing, right?
Tasty.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. It was $10 a can. I like it. I like it. I like it. It was worth the money. It was worth the money. It was worth the money. Who am I trying to convince? No, it's great. It's I mean, Mountain Dew, they're pretty consistent, I would say. And man, I'm trying to find an issue with it. I think it's pretty good. I think I like the heat. I think it's like a fun idea. What are you thinking?
I think I do like what I'm tasting there, but I feel like leveraging it against the Mountain Dews we've had recently, while the mango flavor and like the heat factor is nice, it feels like it's a little bit flat compared to like the Cabo Baja Blast or things like that. Not flat as in like obviously it's carbonated, but
Let's
flat
hope
as in,
not
like,
because it was $10 on eBay.
I feel like it's not. I feel like it's not wowing me as much as like some of the other installments, but it is good. But it just makes me like the other ones more.
The Baja Cabo Citrus is a bit of a medley, and you were hoping for a little bit more flavor diversity, it sounds like, which I think is fair. Doesn't mean that it's bad. No, it just means that it's maybe not perfect. I think personally, I'd probably put this in a 4.
I could go 4. I was going to say, because the lowest I would have done it is high 3, but it is I do like the heat factor, like the mango heat. That I do really like.
Just waiting to say my joke. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Gabe said I could go 4, and then I was going to say I could go for another sip. But now that was 10 minutes ago that he said that because I had to wait for him to finish his sentence. Okay, so we're going to put this in 4. Now, that wasn't like too cloyingly sweet. I wouldn't mind doing something else that's maybe a little bit sweet. Like maybe not any of the candies, but like these pretzels, for example. I think these are going to be a little bit sweet, a little bit salty. So maybe we get into these Flips, the fried chocolatey sandwich cookie from Flips.
It's deep fried Oreo flavor. They just can't call it that.
Yeah. I've never had a deep fried Oreo.
I have never had a deep fried Oreo either. I have had a deep fried candy bar. It's a very interesting sensation.
It smells pretty good.
It smells a lot better than I thought it was going to smell.
You're like, I'm still congested.
Yeah. It smells like nostril?
Yeah, like I said, Flips has also been a pretty good hit, a pretty big hit, I would say, on the podcast, all the flavors that we've tried. I don't think there was anything that I've tried from them that I haven't liked so far. No. Okay. You go first. Sensitive spot on your tooth. My cavity. Ow!
Oh, I was laughing at us both saying okay, and when I laughed, it stabbed a pretzel piece into the roof of my mouth.
Oh, I've been there. That sucks.
Whoa.
And you know it's not going to be covered. You know he's going to pay for that out of pocket.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Greatest country on earth, by the way.
Um,
God bless the United States.
this is good.
God is real and the American dream is alive. What were you saying?
This is good. Because I've never had a deep fried Oreo, I'm trying to like imagine what those flavor profiles are going to be like coming together, you know?
Yeah, how well were they able to recreate it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it does taste kind of like a rich, sweet, chocolatey covered pretzel. And because I like chocolate covered pretzels, this works for me.
Yeah, and the salt, I think, that's another thing. It's not just deep fried Oreo because you have to take into account the salt from the pretzel because the pretzel is not part of the experience when eating a deep fried Oreo. So I think that the salt and the pretzel actually brings some balance. Deep fried Oreo sounds, like it'd be pretty intense to eat, but yeah, as a sugar coating on a pretzel, it's not bad.
No.
What are you thinking?
Golden fried dough, chocolate cookies, sweet cream filling.
Like I said, I've never had a deep fried Oreo either. I have no idea how, good of a job they did at trying to take in some of those flavors. But yeah, it just tastes like a sweet, chocolatey covered pretzel.
I think for me, it's probably going to have to go in 3. And my reasoning is I don't think it's better than a straight chocolate covered pretzel.
Yeah, I mean, and we've tried some flips that was like immediately like, whoa.
Wowed us, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm comfortable putting these in a 3 as well. Moving on, I think maybe it's time for the savory buffer because we do savory, too sweet, savory, too sweet, savory. I mean, the awesome sauce are going to be a little bit savory. Maybe we go into these.
I mean, I would imagine that this is just going for like one of those like fry sauce type deals.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. So these are Goldfish. Awesome Sauce, the millennial version. You kids don't know about Awesome Sauce, but yeah, let's just say Awesome Sauce is saying like something is big pimping, something is hella tight.
Over here at Goldfish, we do things a little differently.
Yeah. Okay, so these are the Awesome Sauce. These are the heck yeah. I Can has cheeseburgers, Goldfish crackers.
Don't feed these to your floofer.
Don't feed these to your fluffer after midnight.
Your pupper.
Or you might turn into a heckin' zoomer.
Yeah.
A zoomer. When the puppies get the zoomies, when the heckin' pupperinos get the... How many people do you think I'm tuned out? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's comedy poison. Wow, that smells pretty good, actually. That smells pretty intense. It almost has like an all-dressed nose feel.
Yeah, it's like smoky and tangy.
All right.
On the nose feel.
it's like what?
On the nose sound.
Look at the bag.
Oh my
God.
God.
Sweet,
it literally says
smoky,
sweet,
and
smoky, and tangy on the bag.
Nice. Oh, wow.
Yeah, just like campfire sauce at Red Robin.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I need some Mountain Dew. There you go. Get that MD in you, brother.
Okay, the initial flavor burst, when you get a pinch, is very nice. Exactly as advertised. It's like tangy. It's smoky. That flavor gives way pretty quick to the kind of just bare bones flavor of the Goldfish cracker without any of the cheese. It's not a cheesy fish. It is just the Goldfish cracker. And I would almost say the cracker at the end of the chew, at the end of the bite, at the end of the swallow, it starts to take over and almost pollute the other flavors. Like it's just like at the end you're just cracker, It's almost like chewing gum. You're like, oh, this is pretty good. No.
Yep, there and it's gone.
This is flavorless mush because of my gosh dang tongue and teeth. Dang it. I chewed away all the goddamn flavor again.
Dang it.
And I never learned my lesson. I always go back for the next stick of gum. I almost feel like for that reason, because the cracker flavor is so strong, this would work a lot better for me on a chip. Because we have had some Goldfish seasoning that paired well with the cracker, and I think was also stronger, like the Old Bay, even the dill pickle Goldfish, the spicy dill pickle. I think I maybe had the same issue with those. But it's a great seasoning that's on them.
Yes, because it is very, very reminiscent of an all dressed. But like you said, I mean, you basically nailed it. I mean, it's the cracker takes away from the flavor profile because
It takes over.
You're like, oh, this is pretty nice, and it's gone.
Yeah, it's Goldfish gum.
Yeah.
I think for that reason, I'm gonna have to put them in a 3.
Yeah. The flavor profile is on the right vessel. I feel like it could be a 4.
Yeah,
But in its current iteration,
it's a good seasoning blend, but not a great base.
yes.
Okay, moving on. That was our savory. Now we're moving on to a couple sweets. Let's just get going on maybe the Amos. We've been waiting on these guys for a while now.
Yeah, because you got no, actually, I'm not gonna blow up the spot like that. So we got the gummy peach
Walgreens.
first.
Oh, great! Now everyone's at Walgreens.
Yeah, right.
Blowing up the spot. Can you back me up? Can you laugh when I make a joke?
I did. I also kind of burped when I did it.
You
though,
kinda
so it
did
was like it was like
All right, I think I want to start with the gummy peach
peelable candy.
The peelable candy. I think what stopped me there was I started to say peelers, and then I saw peelable candy, and it tripped me up. My brain wanted to read what was on the page. But I wanted to say
Peelablers.
what was in my heart. I can't open these.
Gummy?
There's no tear here. Easy open. Oh, so I'll make my own.
But you did it anyway.
Okay. There's 3 of these in the bag, so that's good. Oh man, that smells peachy.
Smells like a classic peach candy.
All right, I'm getting a couple. Okay. These don't look peelable. Oh wow, they look very pretty if you hold them up to the light, but it doesn't look like there's like an interior.
You're right. So it's probably gonna be a clear candy.
All right, I'm gonna bite one just as is.
Okay, I'm going for the peel. Yeah, so the center is very clear.
Great peach flavor.
Check out the color difference between the skin and the fruit.
Yeah, it's like a very pink on the outside. On the inside, it's almost a peach color. Okay, now I'm going for just the peel. This is sticky. This is tasty.
Yeah. It has that kind of almost slightly floral flavor profile that a lot of peach flavored things have.
Kind of like the lychee too.
Yeah. But right before it becomes like goes into the too much territory, it kind of pleasantly rounds out.
It's got a great peach flavor. Same way that the mango peelers did.
Oh. Sorry, Mike. I have a pit in mine.
I thought that was your sensitive cavity spot again.
No.
Great peach flavor, and also like it's not too sweet. It is a candy, so you don't want to pound the whole bag, I don't think. But the peach flavor is great. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of the peeling. I mean, wow, look at that. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. They're not wrong. They're confident in their product. It's a great product. And you know, it doesn't taste super artificially, you know? It's got a...
No.
Like the mango... I won't say that it's as good. I think I still prefer the mango peelers, maybe just a little bit. I'm still partial to those. And it tastes like a peach, you know? The mango, I think, tastes a little bit more like a real mango. You know, this tastes like a peach. This tastes like a peach flavoring. But it doesn't taste like very like artificial. There's no gross aftertaste or anything.
No.
I like them quite a bit.
Yeah, I think for me, I think they're a decent 4.
I think it's a
solid
very
4.
strong 4. And that's from someone who is admittedly not a candy guy. Just a bald guy, but not a candy guy. And a guy that lives in the United States, which is the greatest country on earth.
Greatest
And
country
it's
on earth.
also the United
Happy
States
birthday, USA.
Happy birthday to the USA. Let's light up some fireworks. Let's make them scared. Who we're making scared? Well, you figured that out.
Children, dogs, veterans.
Don't ask me. I was going to say, don't ask me where I was on January 6th.
America's second birthday.
Let me in. I'm trying to peacefully protest over here. Okay. Ooh. They smell good at first. There's like a funk after smell to it.
It smells like the strawberry bonbon candies that you like. You know, it looks like a little strawberry packaging.
There's a funk. Are you getting the funk? You might be too congested. There's a funk to these.
Good funk or bad funk?
A funky funk. Okay, so these are not peelable. These are their new product. These are
just like
4D
filled gummies.
They're 3D plus delicious, which makes them 4D.
Yes.
Amos, friend of the show. Okay, so these are strawberry burst fruit gummies. Let's get into it. Okay. It's kind of just like a nice strawberry fruit snack with a little bit of a Gushers vibe to it.
Yeah. Really good texture. Good kind of like strawberry candy flavor.
Gluten free. We'll see about that. You know what? These are great. They're a little bit bare bones, I think, compared to the peelable candies. They don't have a huge wow factor. The wow factor is the burst, you know, the Gusher center.
Yeah.
But I think if you want to kick that up a notch, I think it should be sour.
Ooh. That's a fun idea, yeah.
How it stands right now, because I've had like a variant of this, which is their fish that we got from Costco.
The peach and the mango fish.
And I like those quite a bit more.
Yeah.
These guys, yeah. I mean, it's a solid gummy. It's a fruit snack with a little burst. I think maybe they could have put a little bit more goo in there. They could have gooed it up just a little bit more. And I think I think it could have been a little bit more sour. What is that? That smell. It's got such an interesting smell. I think for me, I put them in 3.
I think there are 3 for me as well.
Yeah.
I do like them. I like the texture. I mean, I like the obviously the flavor is really good, but the texture for me is what makes it like, yeah, these are pretty fun. These are good, you know.
Yeah, the texture is fun. It's a great strawberry shape. You know, little porises on there for all you what is it? It's trypophobia heads.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so now you know what it's time for.
What time is it?
1:36. Gabe, you're late. Oh. Okay. It's time for me to read the snack news. And I'm bald, by the way. Sorry, I just got a glimpse of myself in the monitor and I was like, ooh, I forgot the hat. Now they're all going to know. Okay, so snack news. The blueberry pie Oreos are headed back to shelves. Finally, after all this time. Liquid Death is teaming with Fruity Pebbles to release their new Serial Criminal flavor. What is it? Water? What would you flavored water?
Sparkling
water. Dr. Pepper is bringing back their vanilla float flavor, only available in Louisiana, unfortunately. Quick, everybody, move to Louisiana.
Yeah, we got to go to Louisiana.
Hurry! That's where everyone wants to be. Van Holten is teaming up with Pringles to release a sour cream and onion pickle in a pouch. A&W's ice cream sundae flavored soda is finally headed to stores soon. Eventually, in August. Potbelly Sandwich Shop teamed up with Zapp's to release a hot pepper flavored potato chip.
I like that. I like some of that.
New Sour Patch Kids Bites. They're tiny Sour Patch Kids heads. Just the heads. Kind of like a Skittles Minis, but it's like, you know, beheaded Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
Sour Patch Kids teaming up with ISIS to release. Should that stay? Stay or cut? Well. Okay. Okay.
Leave it in, but leave that in as well.
Yeah. Okay. Crushed soda, electric blue raspberry, back to the 80s flavor is hitting the shelves now. Gosh, that's too long. Is that too long? Crushed soda, electric blue raspberry flavor is hitting the shelves now. Why did they put back to the 80s?
Yeah.
Costco is releasing a new Dubai style chocolate. Yes, now I won't have to go all the way to Dubai anymore to get some chocolate.
to buy it.
To buy it. Yeah. The things I did over there for that chocolate. War style flashbacks and the montage in the background. Sparkling Ice is releasing a Cuties Mandarin Orange flavored sparkling ice. So teaming up with the Cuties. Hey, we like your orange flavored sparkling ice. Would you like to release an orange flavored sparkling ice? And then we got last but not least. Wait, is that the last and the least? Okay. I think that's everything. I have one thing that's listed in here twice for some reason. Okay. That's all for the snack news, guys. Sorry, that was awkward. That's all for the snack news, guys. New snack news every single Monday. And a little point for you, too. See, guys, that's the benefit you get from listening to the full version on YouTube. You get all the little bloopers. You get me stuttering and mumbling. Okay, so that's the snack news, but that's not all that it's time for. It's time for us to share with you our snack of the month picks for the month of June. And I will go first. My snack of the month pick for the month of Goon. The month of Goon. Goon or June. November is No Nut November. June is for the Goons, dude. Yeah. Gooning is for all my parents listening to the podcast.
For all of his parents, yeah.
Yeah, for all my parents. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. So my snack of the month pick for the month of June is going to go to the Selena Gomez Oreos. Yes, guys, I am a Selena. I'm an Amelia Perez fan. I like her music. Dude, I cannot go into public without my Selena Gomez shirt on.
It's true.
And then someone's like, name 5 songs. And I'm like, was she in High School
Name
Musical?
any song.
Yeah, name one Selena Gomez song. Yeah, no, the Selena Gomez Oreos were delicious. I'm a big fan of that flavor profile, the cinnamon, the horchata inspired flavor. They're addictive, man. Those went quick, and I believe my buddy over here, Gabe, bought an additional bag because we were both fans. Hey, and that's one of the things.
You know what? Lock me up.
Lock me up.
Guilty as charged.
You're keeping tabs on me. Who are you, Justin Bieber?
Oh yeah, because
yeah. I'm a Selena head, so I'm in on the.
Sorry,
now.
I forgot.
They're great. I highly recommend them. They're super tasty, and I think on a re-snack, we gave them a 4. On a re-snack off pod, they might actually be a 5. So go out and try those if you haven't already. My honorable mention is going to go to the Mountain Dew Summer Freeze flavor. It's a returning flavor. It's my first time trying it, and it's just delicious. I mean, Mountain Dew, I'm not a huge soda guy, but I will say that whenever we tried Mountain Dew on the podcast, 9 times out of 10, I'm like, yeah, I get it, guys. I get it. I understand. And I used to be a big soda kid, so it takes me back, man. Summer Freeze makes me feel fine, drinking Mountain Dew with lots of lime.
That's how it ends.
Yeah, okay, and now your turn.
My snack of the month pick for the month of June is going to have to go to the Thai-style red curry flavored Lay's potato chip. I'm a big fan of curry in general, and luckily, most times it's been on a chip. I've quite enjoyed it. This is no different. It's got a great flavor, and the crisp of I don't know, like having something like crispy with a curry flavor is really really nice, you know. And then for I gotta remember it. My honorable mention is gonna have to be the other Oreos that we tried. Surprisingly enough, the chocolate-covered pretzel-flavored Oreos. I feel like it was a really good balance. As long as you're eating one at a time and you're not like going too rogue and like taking cookies off and stuff like that, because there is salt in the cookie, so it's a little bit salty if you dissect it and you eat it that way. But if you're eating it as intended, it's a pretty good comparison to like a nice chocolate-covered pretzel flavor, but in a nice little Oreo package.
Are you
double checking?
I was just double checking. Yeah, chocolate covered pretzel. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
That is what it was. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's it.
Okay.
See you later.
See you later. Okay, those are our snack of the month picks for the month of June. Go out and try those. Highly recommend. They got the vouch from the Super Tasters podcast, and we eat and review more snacks than anybody else online, on camera at least. Okay, moving on to, we did something sweet. We're doing something else sweet. I think we're going to move on to, we just did these two.
We did back-to-back sweets.
Now it's time for something savory. Let's move on to the Cheez-Its Snapped Extra Crunchy Margarita Pizza flavor.
For a second, it looked like you
opens.
muted and then unmuted because you're, unmuted because you're
was
like, I want people
yeah.
to hear it this time.
You
know,
hear,
the fireworks.
you listen. Okay. Woo!
It just kind of smells like a pizza.
Smells
blend.
pizza-y,
It smells like
which
herbs.
makes me feel patriotic because pizza is the most American food that there is.
That's right. That and tacos.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Wow. You know, I had my biases going in because I actually love, I mean, I'm sure you do as well. I mean, sure, everybody does. Margarita pizza is a great pizza. Yeah. But primarily what this tastes like, surprisingly, is pizza sauce. It tastes like a marinara.
It tastes nice. I like the seasoning a lot. One of the things I'm not a huge fan of when it comes to the Cheez-It Snapped is I'm a big fan of Cheez-Its and that cheese flavor that they have in their cracker. The Snapped is not a cheese cracker. It is just a cracker. It doesn't have their base Cheez-It cheesy flavor. I do think more of a cheesy flavor would have been nice on these because the Snapped cracker itself is a little bit plain. I really like the seasoning
Great
that they have on
texture,
it
though, too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's an incredible texture. But yeah, if it was like a mozzarella-y cracker with this flavor, I think that would be in 5 territory. It's a great seasoning.
Like you said, these are a little bit more of a cheese flavor. And honestly, a little bit more of a basil flavor too, I think. It's a pretty big component of a margarita pizza.
Hey, okay. Maybe a little bit of olive oil.
A little olive oil.
Okay. Maybe a little Parmigiano Reggiano.
Just a light sprinkling on top.
Okay. Maybe a little bit of oregano.
Okay, now you're getting crazy. That's where we are right now. I want to taste some basil.
These are fun, though. These are tasty. These are pretty solid. I think these would be... They're a little brittle, so they'd be hard to dip, and they would definitely leave behind a residue if you're going dip crazy with them. But I think these would pair well with something else, something like a cheesy dip or like a queso sauce. But you have to be careful because it is, they're snappy. Where do you put these? What are you thinking?
I mean, I hate to do it to them, but I think there are 3. I don't think there's
I think that's perfectly fair.
enough. I don't think there's enough pushing it into the 4 category, but it's a solid 3. I mean, I do like them. I think the texture's really nice. I like the marinara flavor. Maybe even, you could have even gone maybe just a tad bit sweeter on the marinara flavor and a little bit of basil flavor.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of acidic.
Yeah, and then we would be in the 4.
It's a
maybe
solid.
5
It's a
territory.
solid pizza flavor, though. I think.
Yeah.
Moving on, let's go ahead and do the Pocky. So we've got these blueberry Pocky sticks from Japan. I'm really excited. I'm a big fan of Pocky. I'm a big fan of blueberries. Can't stand Japan though. If you guys couldn't tell, been there twice now.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a couple for you, and a couple for me. It's interesting. The parts that are
smell
not covered. Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. The parts that are not covered in blue for the blueberry are like a pinkish color. So that's all.
Yeah. They look nice. They look very inviting as a snack.
Yeah, it's got a really nice fruity flavor.
Definitely nice fruity flavor. Very clean tasting, like a lot of Japanese desserts. They have a really good way of balancing sweetness without it being like cloyingly sweet.
That's nice. Yeah, I mean, it's a solid Pocky. It's fun. It's really nice. It's really well coated. The blueberry flavor is good. And it's just really fruity. I think I'm probably still maybe a little bit more partial to like the chocolatey Pocky. But I think it's solid. What do you think?
Me too, man. I mean, Pocky is just good already. Like, it's such a good balance of like the sweetness with the crispiness.
Yeah. Points for presentation as well.
Yeah.
They do look, it's like, wow. Just like how they look on the box.
They're so addicting too because of like just all the elements. I mean, it feels simple. It feels like maybe it's not as exciting, but because it just like it does what it is so well. I'm crazy, man. I would almost put it in a 4. I know that sounds kind of wild, but
No, I think that's fair to put it in 4. I mean, I think it's exactly what it's trying to do. I think it accomplished it. I think it's a solid snack up there with those the gummy peach candies. We did review the lychees though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, moving on to another something sweet. We've got the Sour Patch Kids Glow Ups. These are strawberry watermelon, microplastic flavor.
Hell yeah, brother. I feel like I just smell the citric acid coating.
Yeah, smell very artificial, but they smell like strawberry watermelon. Okay, there you see the little speckles on there, the little confetti. That's going in your stomach. You're gonna glow.
It looks like Tutti Frutti jelly beans.
You would not believe your eyes if Gabe ate 10 million sparkle guys. And his stomach was
Sour Patch Guys.
Yeah, well, yeah, Sour Patch Guys. I mean, Sour Patch Kids, I think they're Gendy Nooch. I think they might be NBs.
I think you're right. Yeah.
A little bit of strawberry. I'm mostly getting the watermelon.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the watermelon Sour Patch Kids that are just little watermelon shapes.
But with like a little strawberry aftertaste.
Also, I want to point out the bag of Sour Patch Kids Glow Ups, which again, the little wow factors that they glow under a black light. There is a porthole on the bag that says, "Look, we glow under black light." As if you will be passing through the grocery store and would like to test for yourself. Well, yeah, let me break out my pocket black light
Yeah.
to test that. Oh, and so they do.
I'm so glad you brought that up because that was my first thought. Because especially
What are
since
you
I
talking
bought them
about?
at a gas station, I think.
Yeah.
I saw that because I think these were maybe gifted to us, if I'm not mistaken. But I saw these at a gas station. And I had that exact same thought where it's like somebody's just up there like,
Well.
I'll be damned. Some trucker that carries a black light on him for,
New phones.
nefarious reasons.
Yeah, nefarious. I feel like blacklight is like a defensive feature. That's like, let me make sure the hotel,
Right.
Doesn't have any hidden
good point.
splotches. Phones, how they have like 4 cameras. They should start including other types of lights. So we get like
Yeah.
a flashlight, a black light right next to it.
Yeah.
I do have a black light if you want to test this. Should we test them?
All right, coming at you live from my bathroom. We've got the bag and the black light, baby. The sprinkles glow. Yeah, okay. It looks like a bag full of moldy Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
Oh, what's on my arm? There's cum all over me. What if there was? Wait, should we look at my bathroom? How clean is it?
Your bath mat?
You guys want to see my toilet?
Well, that was fun. Gabe and I just went to the bathroom. So we're going to put these, what did we say, in a 3?
I don't think we rated them.
I'm feeling a 3. What are you feeling?
I think a 3 is good, which is surprising because I love the orange Sour Patch Kids. Or orange. The watermelon, the original watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
Some of them are orange.
But these are not quite as good as just the straight watermelon ones. So I think that a 3 is fair. But the flavor is, I mean, for some of you, it might be like closer to a 4. But it's not my favorite Sour Patch Kid.
Part of my
personally.
decision to put it in a 3 is how stupid of a gimmick I think it is to have them not glow in the dark, which would probably, I don't know how well you'd be able to do that with food, but glow under a black light. Hey kids, you got a black light at home? No?
Nope.
Guess I'm just eating a bag of Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
Kind of dumb. Okay. But we'll put them in 3 because they taste fine. Moving on to the Ruffles Spicy Dill Pickle. The pickle trend continues, ladies and gentlemen, as we knew that it would.
Ooh. It's we seem to be living in the pickliest timeline right now with everything being pickle flavor. They're experimenting with new pickle flavors, like you said in the snack news, the sour cream and onion pickle.
A lot of people are finding themselves in a pickle. Okay, this is the Spicy Dill Pickle from Ruffles.
Oh.
Immediately, right out the gate, strong pickle flavor. And a little bit of like a pepper flavor. And a little bit of a tingle from the spice on the back end.
Yeah, wow.
Great crunch. Great crunch. Wow.
Wow.
These are nice. One of the best pickle chips I've had, I think.
Yeah, they get better the more you eat.
Oh, wow. Everything that is listed in the title of the flavor is making an appearance on my tongue. Everybody showed up that was on the RSVP.
Yeah. And you know what's interesting is that unlike some other pickle chips where when you first crunch in, it's pretty pickly, but then as you chew, you lose some of that vinegar punch. The vinegar flavor actually gets a little bit stronger the more you chew.
Yeah.
Like it's permeated the actual chip.
And the spice level is mild. It's there, and I think it's a fair spice level for like your average consumer. I would personally like it a little bit more spicy, but I'm not going to dock it points or anything.
Wow. I think we also we love pickle chips.
Oh, yeah. And some of these are more flavor blasted than others. That's okay. That's every bag of chip is like that.
Yeah, when you get a particularly dusted one, oh man. And I know I've said that sentence so many times. As soon as I said that, I got deja vu.
You know what we should do for snack of the year this year? Because there's been so many pickle snacks and pickle trends. You know, we had like the I don't know if the Vlasic pickleballs were this year or not. They might have been last year. But we should do like a best pickle snack. New category. Best of the pickled. Where do you put these, boys? Speaking of best pickle snacks.
I mean, it's either a 4 or a 5. I'm trying to think of what would keep it out of a 5.
I'm going to try one more bite, and that'll be the decide.
I don't know, man. It's a really good chip.
It's super good. I think for my personal preferences, I might have to go 4, just because I wish it were a tiny bit spicier. But it might be a 5 on a re-snack. It might be a 5 on a re-snack.
It's like right in between. This is like the truest 4.5 we've ever had. Oh man, it's good though. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, that was, we'll put it in a 4 for now. I reserve the right to change my opinion on a re-snack. Solid chip. Huge vouch. Highly recommend. Last but not least, it's time for our sweet little treat, our little dessert. Okay, we've got the Ben & Jerry's Fudgy Flan flavor. We're big Ben & Jerry's fans on this podcast. We've had some tremendous new Ben & Jerry's flavors. The only stinkers I think that I've had from Ben & Jerry's were those sundaes that they did.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Okay.
Bad.
Oh, it's got like a center there. Try to screw some of that
I
off.
was gonna say.
So this is burnt caramel ice cream with fudge brownies and pastry cream swirls. Okay.
Oh, I can see the cream swirl.
Yeah, it's yeah. I don't have to make a joke about everything. Here, I'll take a little bit of the chocolate. I'm trying to get a full bite of everything. Ben and Jerry, they're so good at. Also, my boy, my boy. Gosh, I don't remember if it was Ben or if it was Jerry. I think it was Jerry protesting and
Getting arrested.
getting arrested. I don't remember. It's been a minute since I
This
saw
is
that
such
video.
a good story. What Evan's telling here.
Yeah.
The spirit of the
And
story
that-
is there.
Hurt my feelings. All right, let's get into the ice cream bite. Ooh, the burnt
The big brownie piece.
caramel ice cream is nice. Ooh, that's cold. Okay, yeah, the brownie piece is great. The base ice cream, the burnt caramel, very nice. It's kind of fancy. Makes you feel fancy. Wow. Okay, let me get one more little bit of cream. I have to find it. Where are you? There it is.
You're right. The burnt caramel ice cream is really nice.
Ooh, man. The brownie pieces. Yeah, okay. The cream, that's where you get the flan flavor. The cream. Because the brownie, the burnt caramel is like, okay. But it doesn't remind me exactly of flan. Once you get one of those cream swirls, that's where it is. Oh, man. I mean, everything about this is exactly how it should be. I think it's a 5. I think it's just a great ice cream. They make a great ice cream. They nailed it. Honestly, the texture, the tastes of everything, of every piece of it.
Yeah.
The and it helps the base ice cream of it. The burnt caramel is really, really nice.
I agree. I really like that.
Wow. Damn good. That's a damn good ice cream. Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Wow, I'm so happy. Ben and Jerry's, we are back. You guys are so back. Okay. Fudgy Flan in a 5. You love to see it. And you know what else we love? We love our patrons who support us over on patreon.com/supertasterspodcast. Guys, it's $5 a month if you want to support us. You don't have to. Thank you just for listening. That's also a form of support. But thank you to our paid supporters on Patreon. $5 a month if you want to get access to behind-the-scenes content and early content. Thank you so much to KG Mod, Tape Master, Les Britt, Clearly Awesome. Thank you to The Pickler. Thank you to Yarbs, Lisa, Rose. Thank you to Unicycler. And thank you so much to Dillian Pickle Spear. And yes, his name is spelled like that. I was not stuttering. I don't stutter. Especially not on America's birthday, this holiest day of all. Guys, thank you so much for listening to the Super Tasters podcast. I've been your host, Evan.
And I've been your host, Gabe.
And these have been some great snacks, particularly the Fudgy Flan from Ben & Jerry's, a terrific ice cream, especially on a hot summer day. Really loved the Mango Rush Little Caesars Mountain Dew exclusive. Unfortunately, this is an exclusive that is now no longer available, but I really wanted to try it. And, of course, Amos didn't let us down with the gummy peelers, the peach gummy peelers. Pocky doesn't let us down with the blueberry Pocky. One of the biggest stars of the show this episode was the spicy dill pickle ruffles.
Very, very good iteration to the pickle chip lineup.
Huge recommend to that. Anyways, those are the highlights. Those are the ones that we recommend. Thank you again for listening to the Super Tasters podcast. And guys, as always, remember to stand during the Pledge of Allegiance. Otherwise, I will destroy you for exercising your right to free speech. You fucking communists!
It's only right when it's right with me. When it sits right with me. Don't do things that I don't like.
Bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her to the where we headed, I don't know. All right, guys, I gotta go do January 7th.